Today's video is about something that affects everyone, emotions. But more specifically, emotional intelligence. Understanding and managing our emotions isn't just for psychologists and therapists. It's a skill we can all benefit from, whether in our personal or professional relationships. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify, understand, manage, and influence our own emotions and the emotions of others. It's made up of a few core elements: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. If you're wondering why you're not getting that promotion or why your relationships are a bit rocky, it's probably not because you're lacking in intelligence, but maybe some areas of emotional intelligence. Let's look at the criteria in more depth. Self-awareness. This is what we can call conscientiousness. This is the foundation of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness is the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions in the moment. It's like being able to step back and say, okay, I'm angry right now. Why? What's triggering it? I am sure you have heard the Latin phrase temet nocere, which means know thyself. Knowing yourself is literally knowing what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. This, in essence, is humility. One simple way to improve self-awareness is to keep a journal or examine yourself at the end of the day. Reflecting on your day and noting what made you feel happy, frustrated, or stressed can help you start recognizing patterns. The next time you feel your blood boil during a work meeting, you'll know it's not just the tone of someone's voice, it's something deeper, like a lack of appreciation. This insight gives you the power to respond appropriately and not just react. Self-regulation. This is what we can call temperance, keeping emotions in check. Now that you're aware of your emotions, the next step is self-regulation. It's easy to say, I'll just stay calm, but how do you actually do it when you're in the middle of a heated conversation? Self-regulation is about managing your emotions and staying in control rather than letting them control you. One technique is deep breathing. I know, it sounds basic, but when you're about to snap, a few slow, deep breaths can signal to your body that it's time to relax. Another powerful method is pausing before reacting. When you feel yourself getting angry, instead of snapping back, take a moment to breathe or even leave the room if you need to. This gives your rational mind a chance to take over instead of the impulsive emotional reaction. Motivation. Psychologists call it motivation, but more accurately, it is desire. What is it you truly want? When we're emotionally engaged in our work or relationships, we're more likely to be resilient and persistent. This requires desire. You want to be engaged. When we desire something, we take a vested interest in it. We add resources towards it and invest in it personally. To enhance motivation, we need to tap into what excites you. It could be as simple as reminding yourself of the why behind your actions. If you're working on a tough project, remind yourself how completing it aligns with your bigger goals. If you're training for a marathon, think about how good you'll feel crossing that finish line. Emotionally engaged goals keep us going, especially when the going gets tough. Empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's not just about saying, I understand when someone tells you their problems. It's about genuinely feeling what they're feeling. To build empathy, actively listen. That means putting down your phone, making eye contact, and not interrupting. Sometimes people just need someone to hear them out, not necessarily offer advice. Practicing empathy also means being non-judgmental. Instead of immediately thinking, why are they acting that way? Try to understand the emotional context. What might they be going through that's influencing their behavior? Social skills, building strong relationships, and finally, social skills. This is where emotional intelligence really shines. Whether you're networking at an event, negotiating a deal, or resolving a conflict with a friend, your social skills make all the difference. Emotional intelligence allows you to communicate clearly, manage disagreements with tact, and foster strong, positive relationships. Improving social skills is a bit like practicing a sport. You need to put yourself out there, join a group, engage with people, and learn how to navigate different social situations. A key skill here is learning how to read the room. Not everyone communicates the same way, and being able to adapt to different social cues is a sign of emotional intelligence. Some examples of people with an elevated level of emotional intelligence are Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Abraham Lincoln, Nelson Mandela, and Warren Buffett. So how do we improve emotional intelligence? Just like learning to play an instrument, improving emotional intelligence takes practice. Here's a quick recap of ways to boost it. Be present. Practice mindfulness. Notice your emotions as they happen. Pause. Take a breath before responding to emotional triggers. Listen more. Give others your full attention and try to understand their emotions. Reflect. Regularly think about your emotional reactions and how you can manage them better next time. Seek feedback. Ask people you trust how you come across emotionally. Sometimes, we're too close to a situation to see it clearly. So, whether you're in a heated work meeting, having a tough conversation with a friend or spouse, or just feeling overwhelmed with life, remember, emotional intelligence is a skill that can help you navigate it all more effectively. The better you understand and manage your emotions, the better you'll be at understanding and connecting with others. And that's the secret to thriving in the workplace, your marriage, your relationships with your children, and friendships.